Good morning, everyone. Welcome back from your winter break. I hope that you had some time to just relax and take it easy. Spend some time with your family, maybe do some catching up on schoolwork, maybe not. Um, but welcome back. I know it's hard to get going again. I'm sure all of your teachers yesterday were thinking about, okay, how do we get back into this? What are we doing? I know personally that's how I felt, and I know that's how my wife was feeling, since we're both teachers. So we are going to be starting into a new chapter. It's only chapter 2 in the textbook, but remember we did all that insect stuff to start the year. So kind of our fourth topic of the year, if you include the nature of science stuff that we did when we were talking about measuring and the not natural scientific inquiry and how that works. So we're getting into chapter 2. This is a bigger chapter. It's about cells, and so there's going to be a ton of new vocabulary, ton of new information, because we're going to be learning about the different cell parts and how they work, and then we'll get onto how they work together and make it possible for complex living things like us to survive, and for even little simple unicellular things to survive. We're going to start off today just with some introductory stuff. And so in Schoology, there's a discussion post. I'm sure you've done these in other classes. We did one the very first week of school in this class, but there's a picture in the textbook on page 40. And then there's 3 questions I would like you to answer. And it's okay to guess. This is a new topic. This is new information. You may not know this information, and that's okay. I would like you to just make your best guesses. Once you have posted your answers, you'll be able to see what other people's guesses are. And so maybe later today, if you remember, come back and look at it. Otherwise, we may include that in tomorrow's activities also. So that's just 3 questions for you to guess after you've looked at that picture. And I'll lead you through that in this video too as I continue. The second thing is just a get ready to read worksheet. This is just a chart with some statements, and you need to write an A if you agree with the statement, or a D if you disagree with the statement. So these are 2 separate assignments, but they will not take you very long. They're going to be very quick assignments. If you need help today, it's Monday, so I will have open hours from 11 to 12 and 12:30 to 1. And so please take advantage of that if you need it outside of your class times. So as I mentioned, this is a bigger chapter. There's actually 4 lessons, and this is going to take us probably all month to get through this information. The big idea that we are looking for, as I sort of mentioned earlier, was how do the structures and processes of a cell enable it to survive? So how do the parts of cells and the things that they do help things survive? So in the first activity for today, I would like you to answer these 3 questions about this creature, whatever it is. You've got probably an electron microscope photograph here, and it says, you might think this unicellular organism looks like something out of a science fiction movie. Although it looks scary, the hair-like structures in its mouth enable the organism to survive. So they are talking about these green hair-like structures here. So in the discussion post, I would like you to answer these 3 questions. The first one, what do you think these hair-like structures do? Do you think they might be for swimming? Do you think they might be for eating? Do you think they might be something that they eat? Maybe they're growing their own food. What do you think your guess is about what those structures are actually used for? Second one, how might the shape of the hair-like structures relate to their function? So if you look at these, hair-like, so they're long, they're thin, kind of looks like they maybe could be flexible here. How do you think their shape could relate to their job? So how does their shape make it possible for them to do their job or their function? And then the third question, how do you think the structures and processes of a cell enable it to survive? So how do you think the parts and the things that those parts do, or that they do together, help a cell to survive? So that's kind of what enable means. And write your best guesses. Okay, and that's going to be in the Schoology discussion post. Next, the second assignment is that get ready to read worksheet. And it is these statements. The first one, non-living things have cells. So if you have not, you might want to get that worksheet ready. And if you want to listen to me talk through this and then write your A or D for agree or disagree on the worksheet, you can go ahead and do that. Non-living things have cells. Do you agree or disagree with that statement? Cells are made mostly of water. Different organisms have cells with different structures. Organisms, remember, are living things. So any living thing is called an organism in science. All cells store genetic information in their nuclei. Number 5, diffusion and osmosis are the same process. And it's okay to guess. These are new words for you, most likely. And then I believe 6 is the last one. Cells with large surface areas can transport more than cells with small surface areas. So surface area would be like the outside of a ball, or if you were calculating the surface area of a cube, it would be multiplying the different side areas together and combining those to get you your area. I was wrong. There's 8, I think. ATP is the only form of energy found in cells. Just guess, agree or disagree. And then number 8, cellular respiration occurs only in lung cells. So those are the agree or disagree questions. So if you are in Schoology, this week's folder looks like this. I'm in the website, so it's going to look slightly different than your iPad. So that discussion post is first, and the Get Ready to Read worksheet is second. That Get Ready to Read worksheet really will be quite easy. It just looks like this. And so you're just going to write A if you agree, D if you disagree with these statements that I read off when I was showing you that PowerPoint just a moment ago. I hope you have a good day. Hopefully this helps if you had the patience to sit through it, and I will talk to you in class.